Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Van Dijk, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Neymar. Oh, it's Neymar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
White hurtling down that right flank. Park Ji-sung. Can he finish? Mateus. Now it's Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. Thiago.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Cleared without hesitation. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. Park Ji-sung is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mateus, into the channel. Can he get onto this? Hazard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Law! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh no, this does not look good. Thiago.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Sir Roberto. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that.
Law! Outstanding by Law! A finish of true class! And they're at it again in double quick time. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty. And the finish! He's got a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Park Ji-sung going full steam down the flank. Isco. Law, and this is Thiago. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cleared away. Roberto goes on a charge down the left. Law on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Well, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he told...
It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. Law with 2 goals already to his name. And the through ball. He's got away. Del Piero! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even...
And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Look, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
And this is Del Piero. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Azar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Scholes. Park Ji-sung. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, sweet feet. And this is Park Ji-sung. Del Piero. Now it's Thiago. Well, played right into his path. And the flag has stayed down. That's going to go a long way. Thiago. Thiago purring through the gears. Neymar. Park Ji-sung. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Law claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Dani Olmo. And it's Messi. That's a cute ball. Shevchenko is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good take in a good area. Thiago. Now it's Shevchenko. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to pass it through. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Aimed beyond the defence. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tries a measured ball. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Haaland, and the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. Can he get on the end of this? And the ball is out of play. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Fernandes. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice-looking ball. Oh, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And they win it back again. Messi. Messi. That's an imaginative pass. Haaland is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Thiago. Now it's come to nothing. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Shevchenko. Fernandez looking to run onto it. Onana. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dani Olmo, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And he's in on goal, shoots! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now he's got space here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just...
Thiago! And that would have been game, set and match.
Thiago really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Up he goes! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Haaland! Oh, that's a very decent... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's the keeper's ball. And here's Vinicius Junior. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Thiago. Thiago stood his ground strongly. Shevchenko. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello everybody, and
Del Piero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Neymar. And it's Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's picked his way. Rummenigge! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Jordan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developed.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's two now without reply. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rummenigge pinches it off him. Gerrard. That's Lee Kang-in. Stood up well to him there. Baresi. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rijkaard. And here's Lee Kang-in. Neymar. Vermeer. Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. Cherki. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Otto.
There will be 1 minute.
Not the most accurate pass. Fernandez. And there is the half-time whistle. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more. Neymar. Looking to play him in. Big chance! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the ball. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And smartly reclaimed. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he was quick to react. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, super ball! Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. He's got two. It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, that's fabulous. And Del Piero! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Neymar. Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he get it through? And this is Del Piero. Lee Kang-in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero. Looking for the run. Cherki. He is through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Serginho. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. Now he's got space here. Oh, there's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And that will be it. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Germany.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. The very versatile Shinji Kagawa, possibly, Jim, one of Japan's finest footballing exports.
Yeah, absolutely. The sort of player, Peter, you'll need if you're looking to play a stylish possession-based game. I expect that, regardless of his initial position, he'll end up playing...
He's got tall! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Del Piero, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mateus. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Quality ball. And that is a little undercooked. Played out to the left flank. Forlan, great defending, strong and determined. Neatly clipped into space. No, that's been intercepted. Khan gets it away. And here's Del Piero. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's intervened well there. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Xavi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Owen. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Bale. He's picked his way through. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Bale. Van Dijk has a look and plays it forward. Oh, this looks sharp. He's through here. And that is expertly dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Olmo. Knocks it into space. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Owen! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went.
Del Piero gets through on his own. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance.
And the finish! Oh, taken with style. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's got away, he's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up. Dani Olmo, looking for options for movement.
And he's there to get it away. Out for a throw. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Oh, easy pickings there. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's the header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Pinches it off him. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Irwin. Now, can they get him away? And this is Del Piero. Shapes to shoot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Mateus! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone